and I've not once have yet spoke to a man that said he was sad after sex.
I have, but let's go.
Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Talk Show. This is your host Martin and your host
Simon.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, first episode. Welcome. We had to say hello somehow. Yeah. It's a show about everything and anything.
Yeah.
Just two guys
sharing
talking.
My views, opinions.
Exactly. Right? Are the cameras rolling? Are the microphones set perfectly?
They seem to be working, yeah.
Well, lovely. So, let's start with you.
Give it a go.
How was your day today?
Yeah, busy.
Busy.
Doing my own stuff.
Okay.
Nothing crazy, really. A little bit stressed about this little episode.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the first one we've ever done.
No, I'm feeling buzzing. I'm buzzing, you know. We've done it already. We've done
on trial, yeah.
45 minutes we've done. We loved it. We had the positive feedback from the people that saw it. Even though we didn't have the mics, we didn't have the setup, we didn't have half of what we have now. But I was looking for the words to describe this feeling. I was looking for stress, anxiety.
Nothing matches, right?
Nothing is. It's just completely different feeling now. It's no stress, it's no anxiety, but I'm just buzzing. Obviously, you've done a couple projects in your life.
Yes.
You've succeeded in some, you failed in others.
Of course.
That's fine. I've never done one. I've always been a people's person, but never done a project. So for me, this is something new. And I'm feeling like a start of a journey that could be massive or could be good fun. Yeah,
I think it's the most important thing is we're going to be expressing ourselves. Mm-hmm. We're going to be doing something we like to do.
Yep.
Because if anyone ever asks me, right, what is your go-to activity when you have your time off? Mm-hmm. And honestly, it's talking.
Yeah.
It's me and my friends and having good quality conversations, right?
100%.
So I think it's quite interesting how we're trying to turn that thing into a little show of ours, right?
Yes.
See how it goes.
And best thing about this is because it's a little show.
Yeah.
It's me and you. It's no one else. It's you guys, me and you. Mm-hmm. And it's our own rules. You know, if you have this opinion, it's your opinion. If I got my own opinion, I got my own opinion. Everyone can have their own. Yeah. And we just do our bits, you know. If we want a laptop in front of us, we have it. If we want to have a drink, we have it. We don't care.
That's the thing.
So the nature of how easy it is, how easy going it is, and just sharing this moment. It is nice, you know. I mean, we would have been doing it anyways. We would have been sat here probably drinking a beer, talking about any of the subjects.
Yeah, sorry for stopping you, but that's the entire idea of it, is to turn these nice quality conversations that we're often having by ourselves and share it with others, right? Yeah. We spoke about it before, where some of the things we say, people should hear.
Yes.
Because I think there's two individuals that any scenario that happens in our life, we break it down, we dive deep into the fundamentals of it, and we try to make sense, and we try to make understanding of it from different perspectives. So I think it's quite nice for us to be able to sit down, put it on a video, and see how people respond to it.
Like, exactly, and it's just like, you know, sharing the story as well. You know, you're sharing your thoughts. Some people will write a book. Some people will write like a journal. Yeah. Some people just you know, talk about it, but we can still talk. We can still record. There'll be people that watch it. You know, some people might find it interesting and they'll stay. Some people will find it boring. They'll go. Some people might disagree with us, and that's lovely.
Exactly.
Because I want to be disagreed with. If everyone would be like, "Oh yeah, I agree with you," then that's boring. Because that means I am just as common as anyone else. Yeah. And that means anyone else is as common as me. So if someone disagrees with me, I'll be happy to share thoughts with them. Discuss it with you, and just go over it again, and maybe someone can open my eyes on a different subject.
But that's the idea of it, right?
Exactly.
That's what we do between each other, where you share your views and opinions, I share my views and opinions. We disagree with each other a lot, but most importantly is we're trying to make each other understand of our points of views, right? Yeah. And it always teaches us something. So I think being able to share that, and also being able to receive opinions from different individuals, right? I think it can open eyes highly, right? I mean, so it should be really, really cool experience. The goal in any conversation is go towards one point. And I think, you know, when I started reading books and when I started talking with people more, I opened my eyes so much on so many variety different topics I've never thought about. And
the more I inhale of the knowledge, the more I want to know.
Yeah.
The more questions I have, the more doors are opening, but with one door opening, it's just another corridor. So this will be lovely, you know. We'll obviously talk about the topics prior to recording it.
Yes.
But as we said even early on today, yeah, we have the topics, but we don't want to talk about them because then you're going to put me on your side or I'm going to put you on my side.
Yeah.
And then this is going to be boring 45 minutes for everyone. We'll just be like, yeah, I agree. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Well, my day, though, I'm gonna answer the question for you. My day was okay. Woke up, energized.
Yeah.
I was actually, yeah. I had a good night's sleep.
Rarely. Doesn't happen a lot.
I know. So I thought because it's a day and we've planned this day for so long now. Well, actually, relatively not long because even though we were talking about creating this show, podcast, this room, whatever, some time ago.
Yes.
We only kind of said, let's do it. Probably about a month and a half ago,
Yeah, probably not even.
Yeah.
We spoke about it, and we just said, let's just get it done. Let's just do it, right? We're in such a privileged position where we have the room, the environment, we have the kit, right? Why not give it a go, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
we knew the date. I thought I'm going to lose a lot of sleep on that because it's recording and it's like stressful. It's going to go out live. People are going to judge, etc., etc. But now I had good night's sleep. I went to work like normal. I've done my activities as normal. And a couple of things obviously popped here and there, which pre-long this. It was supposed to be recorded 2 hours ago. We would have been done by now. We would have been like sorting it out. Right? But it's good. It's good. You know, it puts us in a good spot of planning better maybe next time, or just
you always learn.
Adapting to the difficulties of a everyday life.
Yeah, I think with things like this, the best way to learn is to actually do it.
Yeah, 100%.
Right. We spoke about it before, where you can plan something for a month, right, and without actually doing it, you cannot plan it ahead fully.
No,
right, because you can plan so many things never go to plan.
Yeah,
and also it's very hard to imagine or predict how it's going to be in a moment. And sometimes all you have to do is live the moment.
Yeah.
And then once you do that, you learn. We've already experienced that today, right? We had some difficulties. Some stuff that we would never think that would happen.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. The battery.
The battery.
So we could have thought about it yesterday, but we didn't. So it is what it is. We'll know for the next time. But at least you know we're gonna grow together in this. People are gonna grow with us. You know, from person 1 that watches it to person 50, 100 billion, whatever.
Yes.
Right. Everyone's gonna grow, and it's just gonna be so nice to reflect back on it, even in a year's time. Let's say this never pops. Let's say this never goes out there where it's supposed to. And let's say it's just for us.
Yeah.
It would be so crazy to see how much will change in a year.
Of course, yeah.
And maybe we can come back to the topics as well. Because there's obviously experiences we will experience in a life. And then did we change our opinion? Did we look at some things differently? So yeah, I'm just happy to have this privilege, because some people just don't have this privilege. And we have this moment that we can just share our thoughts.
It's amazing, right? And another thing I want to add is how amazing it is that you can start a project with one of your good mates, right?
Exactly.
And I think it just makes it all a lot better, right?
Yeah.
It's such a just great experience.
Especially considering our history. We had our ups and downs.
Yeah.
We had our arguments and mating up, you know what I mean?
Fixed friendship.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Lost and fixed. So definitely could cover it one day, but
and it's a nice thing that we can actually today sit down, and one day when we actually cover like the background of us, because we can. There's nothing embarrassing about it. You know, you can actually show people that, you know, just actually putting your ego down a little bit and speaking up about things and being a bit more mature and adult about things. Yeah. Sorts a lot of things out. And, you know, if someone 2 years ago would say, oh, you're going to be sat with Simon in this room and record a show, I wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's just,
So it's good that we're here.
Right. Be mature. Yeah. Fix your friendships. Most important things in life, realistically.
Fix yourself as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you have to think about your mistakes as well, you know. Even if there's not many, there's definitely your side that contributes. Yeah,
your ego can sometimes ruin everything, right?
Exactly.
If you can only see your vision, your point of views, and you can't think about how others may feel about the situation, or what others are actually going through, you will never get better.
And that's me most of the time.
You'll be stuck.
Yeah, that's me most of the time. So as soon as I argue, that's it. It's me.
Yeah, which is not a great thing.
No, it's not. I'm working on it though.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah, trying to fix it.
But let's quickly explain it to the camera. How it's going to look.
Yeah, let's go over the structure. How we try it. What we're planning to do. How we're going to go about it.
Mm-hmm. So 3 platforms. TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at the moment. There will be more because there's so many more to go. But let's not talk about a distant future. So TikTok will be just TikToks. Yeah, right? just the reels.
How it goes, how the platform works. Mm-hmm. Instagram will probably be our main channel.
Yeah, that'll be the reels.
In terms of contacting us.
Yeah.
Or getting any questions. Mm-hmm. It's also going to be where we post reels. Mm-hmm. Most important cuts from the show.
Yeah.
Any updates? Also Instagram.
Yeah, because it's story.
Then we'll have YouTube, of course, shorts. And what we'll do is we'll have one full episode, which will be around an hour long, maybe more, maybe less. Mm-hmm. That will come up once a week. Mm-hmm. And then we will also break it down into the topics we're covering.
Yes.
So we'll have a few shorter clips, which
about 10 to 15
just
minutes.
More digestible, easy digestible. So that's how it's going to work out.
Yeah, cool. And everyone can find what they want to. And if you want a certain topic, you got the topic. If you want to watch the whole thing, you watch the whole thing. And I recommend watch everything and the whole thing. Why not? Do you know what I mean?
And just share it as much as you can.
Share as much as possible. Show some love to us. And because at this moment in time, we're doing everything ourselves.
Yeah.
There's no one helping us. We got obviously on your side the friends that are a little bit more in the industry. Yeah. So they can explain a little bit of like, this program or this kind of stuff for the logo, algorithms, etc. But at the moment everything is done just purely by us.
We're trying to keep it as simple as possible.
Yeah.
Easy, just get it done. And as we said before, we just believe that, if we us talking can provide good content, that's all that's needed, right?
No, of course.
We decided before that it doesn't matter how much money we put in the production. Mm-hmm. If the conversations we're having are not interesting, are just not valuable, that's it.
No,
right? That's a selling point, right?
Yeah, of course. We're the product. This is just a shell that people see. So yeah, we're the product. Another thing about just Instagram is probably, I'm not sure just of yet now, but probably as in the picture content, we're gonna add some maybe like behind the scenes or like us working.
So of course, we'll be active on stories anytime we film, anytime we need any questions, anytime we need any help, anytime we're doing something, we'll try to post it there. Yeah, keep it updated. So as I said, it will be our main channel for just simple communication. Yeah,
and the easy thing is that. But that all through YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, they're all under the same name. So very easy to find. As soon as you find us on one channels, we are on the other ones on the same name.
So to confirm,
it's Let's Talk _show_ because the other ones were taken. So that's us.
That's it.
Cool. Anything else in the little introduction? I think we covered.
Maybe you can. Why do we choose Let's Talk as the name?
Okay, let's rewind a couple days or like a week back. We were sat in the pub.
Yeah.
I was eating 2 meals, not one, just 2. And you were sat there.
Yeah, right next to you, not eating anything.
Not eating anything.
So you had the 2 meals and I had none.
Yeah. And I had 1 beer. You had 1 beer. And the person that came up with, the thing that came up with our name, ChatGDP. Yeah. And he struggled to work with us. He really did.
Very.
Because he gave you 100 ideas.
Yeah.
And we said more.
We just kept saying more.
And he gave 100 more.
Right?
More.
And it was just...
And every single name was worse than the other. It was
like philosophy guru. Stuff like that, right?
Yeah, but every single name was worse than the other, but it was also better than the other.
So yeah, at the end of the day, we just went for Let's Talk.
Let's Talk.
Just because... That's what we're doing. Mm-hmm. Simply, easy to understand, easy to remember. Yeah. And it just makes sense. It's just very relatable to what we're doing.
Yeah, of course.
So
we sit here and talk. So I mean, what's better than Let's Talk? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Let's Talk, right?
We had these couple good ones. What was it?
We had Talking Table.
Talking Table was
but then
one.
we realised we have no table.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. So there was one more.
That's not going to work.
There was one more of. Talking Point?
Talking
Point as well, which was good, but I think every single name of Talking Point was taken.
Yeah, but it sounds like an action movie, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like it sounds like you would hop on Netflix and find topic talk. Yeah, Let's Talk, and also when you add show to it just sounds a little bit like
show. We had that show because Let's Talk was taken.
Yeah. and also it's a talk show, right? Talk show that we talk to each other. So
yeah, that's the thing. We decided to call it a show instead of just a podcast because we want to keep it more casual, right? We want to keep it personal. It's our little show.
Exactly. We do what we want.
It will change. It won't always be the same.
No.
We'll cover different topics. Sometimes it'll be a bit more fun.
Yeah.
Less, a bit more serious, right?
Of course.
So it's our little show we're creating. And yeah, if people want to follow the journey, let it be, right?
And most importantly, to explain as well, this is purely opinion based. I got my own opinion as a human being. Simon's got his own opinion as a human being. Everyone got their own opinion. So yeah, of course, not everyone's going to agree with me or you, or we will disagree both.
Exactly.
But the most important thing is, in any conversation you have out there, respect one another, and respect everyone's opinion. If it doesn't influence your life, and most importantly, if someone doesn't push their opinion onto you, then it's just for them, and you carry on living your own life. So no one gets judged, no one gets talked over or talked down upon. You just do your thing. I think that's about it for the introduction.
That covers the beginning, the intro.
Yeah, and we're going to rewatch this, and if there's anything we'll find, tomorrow that we want to add, it'll be in episode 2.
Yeah, if there's anything embarrassing or bad about it, just letting us know.
Exactly.
We love it, right?
And we're just going to be chilling here all the time, talking.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Shall we start with the first topic?
Let's go for the first topic. What do you have for me?
Well, we've got 3 topics today, right?
3 umbrella topics, right? So
yes.
They're quite a general, quite objective topics, which they could be spoken about for ages.
They're like a tree, and it's got so many branches.
Many.
It will be a never ending. I mean, I can technically talk for one of these topics at least an hour.
Yeah.
Because it just opens gates for another topic. But okay, choose one. Well, choose a number between 1 to 3.
1 to 3.
Yeah, and we'll start with this one.
Let's go for number 2. Let's go for the middle number.
Okay, so middle number, right? So I've got meaning of success. Perfect one.
Yeah.
Because
I spoke about that recently as well, so it's a nice one to kind of rewind on.
Exactly, and I believe we're both a little bit successful in a way.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Having this is already another success.
Yeah, of course, if you put it on a scale, right?
Yeah.
As we said before, we're in such a privileged position where for many that would be a success, right? What we're doing, we're doing our own thing. We have no pressure. We're not struggling financially. We can have a little bit of fun.
Yes.
We have the strength, power to do anything we want, right? And also, success is not only based on the materialistic things.
No.
Because the fact that we're here sat and we're doing this show, it requires some level of confidence.
Of course.
And that is also success, right? On a personal level.
Yeah.
So, I reckon you could say that we are relatively successful. At least we think we are. And that's all that matters, right?
And last time we recorded the little trial for 45 minutes. At this point, I already was over like 3 times. I was laughing because I was stressed. And now, a simple little goal was to kind of conquer the little bit of a camera factor.
Yeah.
And I think we're there now, like we can sit here, talk, we can look in this on the camera, we can look at each other. It's a bit funny because it's a start, but it's a little success, and success is kind of determined by everyday little goals.
Yes.
For some people, success is just making your bed in the morning because they never do. And I think when you set yourself a list of A to Z, what you want to do throughout life, that's all, that's also a success.
Of course.
And every little success builds to another.
Yeah.
It goes down in a spiral, and as soon as you abuse one point because you're not bothered, because you have other priorities or just laziness, it affects the overall thing.
Yeah, you feel like failure, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So talking about success, we covered a very interesting point last time we had a chat about it, and it's how success is a subjective factor, right? Yes. So success is not an objective thing. So if you think about it, a lot of people, I think they misunderstand what success actually is, right? Especially the younger generation, right? Because you're inspired by the entire social media. And what a lot of people perceive as a success is wealth, money, right? Cars, house, all these materialistic things, right? And yes, it is a success to a certain extent, but I think it's only if the person that really wants it, right? If there's a person that really wants these things and can achieve these things, yes, they are successful, right?
Yeah.
But now if you have an individual who achieved these things, but they actually never wanted it, it was inspired by expectations of others.
Yeah.
Right? So you see other people living that life. You feel like you need to live that life as well to be successful. You go for it. You achieve these things. That is not success, right? No. Because you haven't achieved what you truly desire.
Yeah.
And it's so much better. Like, you'll be a lot more successful person if you have simpler goals. If it's just having renting a house, having a family, right? Having a affordable car, right? If these are your goals, truly, that's what you want to live by, and you achieve these things, you will be successful. You'll be emotionally satisfied.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So
you'll be happy.
Yeah. So the meaning of success, I think, you really need to figure out what it is that you want to do in life and chase it.
And highlighting the fact that it's you.
It's you.
Yeah.
Don't let others' opinions or expectations affect it too much.
Yeah.
Because if you do, you are not truly yourself.
No.
You're chasing someone else's dream. You may achieve someone else's dream. You might look successful in someone else's eyes. But deep down, you know you're not successful.
No. And then and it just will come out at the end of the journey. You know? At the end of the journey, you've achieved whatever you wanted. The success on the paper, the success that your family put for you, the success of your friends, the success of social media. You might have it all. And well done if you do. But at the end of the day, you'll still see that something's missing, because we all have our own kind of destiny and our own end goal. And sometimes we start living lives that are not our own, but our close people or our role models. And then we achieve the success, let's say even wealth or a car. And funny with cars is usually like a person that's not into cars will talk with a person that is into cars. And that person into cars is like, oh yeah, I love BMWs. So now this person wants a BMW.
Yeah.
Just to show. But he would be happy.
But he doesn't know why he wants it.
No, of course not.
And it's the same with life.
Yeah. And it's good to strive for it. Well, like, fair play, you at least got a goal. But don't fully rely your life onto just that.
And do you know why would you want it? Right?
Yeah.
Just because someone else said so.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean you truly understand why you want it. Just because someone else said it's a good car.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's the car for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So
people watch people on the internet having millions, having good life, cars, girls, mansions, whatever, and they want exactly the same thing. But if you want to have a good career in 9 to 5, if you want to open a little local business, maybe you want to open a little local shop, corner shop, it might, because it will give you more time with your family, or you can work with your family. If you want to become a barber and have your own barber place, if you want to open a kebab and have a kebab shop, you know, it won't bring you millions probably. But I think the most important thing about success is when you're striving for something, just always remind yourself that you're the best at it, and always strive for the best. And then when you become the best at the best version of yourself, then at least you achieve the little success of your own, which gives you so much more freedom in life and emotional uplift at the end. And no one should be criticizing you for what you do.
No, like, it's weak, right?
Yeah, really.
Like, if you're honest with yourself, just do what's truly honest to yourself, right? If you just want to, you know, go for a walk every day, and live by the beach and live in a car, perfect, man. Just do it. I respect people like that.
Yeah. Simple life.
There's one thing I wanted to add on the topic of success, and I think there's one factor you really need to master if you really want to achieve the success, and it's self-respect.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is where most people fail to become successful at whatever goal they want to achieve, right, is when they sit down on the day, let's say they're laying in bed in the evening, and they're like, oh, tomorrow I want to go for a walk at 6 a.m. Yeah. And then they say, oh, I want to read a book at 10 a.m. You know, they put those little goals in a day, and they wake up and they fail. You know? Yeah, and they fail over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And now you lose self-respect, but also you just don't trust yourself.
No.
Right?
And that discipline is gone.
Yeah.
You know, you need discipline for success.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, because you can't stop halfway through the ladder.
But imagine how embarrassing that is, right? Imagine being that person. Well, you said you're that person, right? But imagine being you, right? Imagine being that person.
It's long sometimes, yeah.
Imagine being that person who plans all these amazing goals and tasks they want to do, right?
Okay.
And they fail at every single one.
Yeah, just turned into
Imagine they like, you're just a pure failure. You're lazy.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
How does it feel? Tell me about it, please.
I'll tell you what, it depends on what I do in the day. If I wake up in the morning and I plan to go gym at, like, let's say 11, because I've got a day off, and at 10:59, my boys shouting, they're like, listen, a new version of Warzone come out. How many times I have this opportunity to play with my boys? But gym's open 24/7, don't worry about the gym.
But I don't think that's a bad thing what you just said. Because I think imagine, right, if you have a plan, right?
Yeah.
Plans never go to plan, right? Let's start with that. They never go to plan, right?
know.
But you have a plan, and if there's another opportunity, which in this moment that you receive it, you value more, that's fine.
Yeah.
Right? That's you. But it's only when, let's say you want to go to the gym in the morning, and then your boys say that new version of Call of Duty just came out, right? And you know, like, oh, I don't really care about Call of Duty, right? I really want to go to the gym. But then you do it anyway for the laziness reasons. Right? That's bad. That's
I'll call it a rest day then, and I'll just go tomorrow. No, but the thing is, I think it's in my life how it goes is it depends on what's after the day, right? So it depends on how the day is sorted out. So if let's say I do agree with myself the day before that I am going gym 12, and then at 12 I don't go. But let's say after 2 p.m. I have nothing else planned, and I still don't go. So that same scenario, boys shout me, boys shout me. They say, "Oh, come on, Warzone, come on, Call of Duty," and I'm looking at this. I'm like, okay, I'll be free at 2 because I got gym, and I just say, oh, okay, screw the gym. I just hop on Call of Duty, and then for the whole day I'm just gaming. Then I will feel bad next day, because I could have just went gym. Guys will still be playing. Like we will be playing till 9 p.m. Believe me. So I should have just went gym, come back at 2 p.m. or 1 p.m. whatever. The gym doesn't have to take that long, and then I'll hop on COD with them. Do you know what I mean? And I've just now ticked that one more box of my day. I've planned it. I've done it. I've fulfilled what I said yesterday, and brings me motivation. And with good, another, right? Because with another day, I'll be like, okay, I've went to the gym 3 days now. Why would I stop today?
Yeah.
Same as with smoking, for example. Oh, I didn't smoke for 2 days, 3 days. I can't smoke. Usually when people don't smoke one day, they're like, well, I've heard it so many times. I've had friends not smoking one day and all of a sudden they're like, I haven't smoked for 24 hours. Might as well have a cigarette to celebrate.
Yeah. You know, I think slightly different topic. It's more addiction. Yeah. Slightly different.
Yeah. But I mean, addiction.
But it's still in your control.
Yeah, and you beat addiction by being disciplined.
Of course.
So it's same in this situation. When you're disciplined, you achieve your little success. You know, throughout the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, it happens a lot because as you say, I don't. It's weird to say, but if you don't do what you said, how stupid it is to disrespect yourself, your own word. That's
the worst thing.
Yeah.
You know, you respect everyone else around, but you can't respect yourself.
Yeah, where you should be the priority.
The only person you should trust, you can't trust.
Yeah. So who you trust? Nobody. And then everything else just kind of collapses, you know? You start, every day you start with you. You wake up.
But imagine how great that feeling is when you plan the day ahead or month ahead or year ahead, whatever it is, right? You plan something. And you know you're going to do it. Imagine how good it feels to be able to trust yourself.
Yeah.
But imagine being the opposite side, where you know whatever you plan, you're not going to do it anyway. Why you're wasting your time on planning?
Oh,
right?
Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah, because I don't do that, but I'm with you.
You've planned. You were talking about planning a gym session, and then
I don't plan the whole.
And then I try to plan like 20 tasks in a day.
Yeah, exactly. You're nuts with it, to be fair.
But it's different, right? Everyone's different. And I think you have to start somewhere. And I think starting with one task, getting it done over a long period of time, being consistent, and adding more. Just making sure these tasks that you put onto your list are the tasks you really care about.
Yeah, but I think it's also you're a little bit more pre-planned because you have no choice. Because you're, the nature of your job, you're self-employed, is where you have to pre-plan your schedules.
Of course, yeah.
If you don't, if you disbalance your schedules at work, it disbalances your life. If you disbalance your life, it disbalances your work. And when you do that, you'll collapse.
Yeah.
Me, by working 9 to 5, and a lot of people, I think this is why we struggle. When we work 9 to 5, we're sheeps kind of thing. And I don't like to call myself that, but when you have rules to follow and you're just a follower. But when you're actually taking your life in your own hands and you have to pre-plan it, you're leading.
Okay.
And if you can't lead yourself, you'll never be able to lead anyone else.
Yeah.
And that's also what success is about, You got to lead yourself into a success. You have to think of your ways to achieve a success. You have to think of your success and lead that way towards it and strive for it.
Yeah. So I think we can wrap up that topic realistically.
I think so.
But I think the outcome is...
Do you.
Yeah.
Do you, and any outside source shouldn't influence you.
Yeah.
Like, for example, this shouldn't influence us, If friends going to turn around and be like, yeah, you two are idiots. They'll be like, okay, we'll be the first talk show of idiots out there, and I'm happy about it, because we're doing us.
So do you, and just respect yourself when you do it, right? Don't let yourself down. Don't lie to yourself, and just do it.
Yeah.
Just get it done, and you'll be successful.
For the next episode, I think we need to get like a little timer to kind of analyze how long we spend on the topic.
Been talking. Yeah, but see, that's what I mean. That's what I was saying. When you have to do something to learn something.
Yeah.
Right. There's a quote, and it was by Theo, right? And he has a nice quote, but he says, "Nothing changes if nothing changes."
And it's simple.
Simple quote.
I love simple. I love
the quote.
Yeah, but it's true
because you have to change something
to
change something.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So we had to do this in order to do this. Right.
And if you change something and it never changes, then it shouldn't be changed.
Yeah.
Technically. But I like it. It's a simple quote.
It's a simple quote, but it's straight to the point.
Yeah, exactly. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we've got 2 more topics.
2 more.
2 more.
What are the numbers?
What are the numbers on the camera? We're cool there, right? I just don't want it to die out on us. But we're fine. Well, but we just got 1 and 3. And do you know what? I think because we spoke about success, because I'll move it
I think you should pick this time anyway.
I will pick up this time because I think it links back to what we just spoke about. Because we spoke about success and what you should do to lead towards your success.
Yeah.
Another topic we have is personal growth.
Personal growth.
Perfect one. I love this one. I really thought about this one and I really like it.
Elaborate. If you had a
I really had a thought about personal growth because as a human, we all grow. And this is one of these topics where everyone can tune in and everyone will have their own opinion about personal growth because we're all growing towards something else. There are many bullet points of personal growth. Again, it's one of these topics where it's a tree with a lot of branches. Depending on where your growth finishes, the topic, the little subtopic comes in. But I will start off with most important in my own character development.
Yeah.
Personal growth was always meant on ego.
Elaborate.
Ego. I think ego is... When someone says you got too much of an ego, I think it's a wrong way of saying it. I don't think you can have... I think you can have too much ego. But... Oh no, actually no, I don't think you can have too much ego. I think you can't control your ego. I always had a lot of ego. I would have not been the best in the room, but I am the best. I would in my head sometimes think like, oh, I can't really do this task. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to attempt it. If I'm going to fail, someone's going to correct me.
It's almost like confidence.
Yeah, because I think if your ego is high, your confidence is high as well. Or if your ego is high and your confidence is low, that ego will uplift your confidence because it has to.
Ego is not necessarily a bad thing, right? Like, it has a bad name, but ego ultimately reflects to your confidence and your self-worth or like your standards, right?
Yeah.
Because often people that are labeled with high ego are people that show unrealistic standards. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, right?
No. I think sometimes when people have too much of an ego though, it will put other people around you in a little bit of a distress. Some people don't know how to handle people with a bigger ego. And sometimes because you're overconfident, this is one thing I heard all my life, especially at work, overconfident.
Overconfident, yeah.
I'm not overconfident, I'm just overqualified. Do you know what I mean? I'm just, if I'm doing a task, I'm trying to do it perfect.
Yeah.
So if someone steps in my way and will try to kind of put me off that task, I'll be like, no, I'm doing it. I'm not overconfident. I'm just on it, you know?
Yeah.
And when I sit in the room, just like with the ego part, when I'm sitting in the room, I might not be the best in the room, but I will always feel the best.
So it links very well to the growth, self-development, right?
Yeah.
Because ultimately, like from listening to what you're saying, what I'm sort of understanding is ego goes, it's a parallel line with confidence.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And one pushes another.
And confidence is a very interesting thing because no one truly is just, well, some people, we can argue that they're slightly more confident naturally or not. But I truly believe that if someone has high confidence is because they have good experiences, right? They've experienced something so many times where they just don't feel the emotions that often, like stress, anxiety, that come with situations that require high confidence, right?
Yeah.
So I just think you've experienced a lot. You've probably built your confidence to the point where your ego just spiked up.
I think also with confidence and ego is sometimes people try other sources to attack you from all ways. You know, especially in industry jobs.
Yeah.
Where there's a lot of people fighting for your position or fighting towards one position, or there will be a hierarchy above you that will try to kind of like put you down a little bit because you're getting out of your line. You know, you have your certain role and you should be there. You know, and because you're a little bit more ambitious, you're trying to step over the line a little bit. They try to push you off a little bit. And because I've experienced a lot in my life since my first workplace, where I would try a little bit more than anyone else, just because I believe the more you grow, the more you experience, the better you become.
Yeah.
So when people were trying to push me back, I had nothing to do than confidence. You know, that the confidence was the only outcome of getting me pushed back. And when I was becoming more and more confident, these people struggled to push me back. Hence why I'm a manager now, you know. So I think ego and confidence was a major factor of me rising, you know.
I have a question about confidence.
Go on.
Right? Confidence is an interesting one because let's say you're in a situation where you have to step out on a stage and do some public speaking, right?
Yes.
And people would argue you need a lot of confidence to do that.
Yes.
So let's say you're an individual that stresses a lot in that situation, right?
Okay.
And let's say there's a person that doesn't stress. Right? The person that doesn't stress goes out on the stage and does whatever they need to do, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a person that goes up on the stage that stresses a lot in that situation. Which one actually shows more confidence?
Oh, obviously the person that stresses out.
Exactly, right?
I mean, maybe not even confident. Nah, do you know what? No, the person that comes out and doesn't stress is the more confident one. The other one has more courage.
But I don't think so. Because I think confidence is doing something you're not the most comfortable at doing and actually doing it. That's what I believe.
I don't know, because confident is when you have certain ability and you know they're correct and you know they're right. Courage would
courage is a good one.
Courage would be the one where you know you're not confident in yourself. A lot of people would stand there and, like, you know, they just watch you. They might not criticize you, you know. So, but you're just stressed to be outside in front of them.
So you're saying confidence?
You're stronger.
So confidence is more you being
sure of yourself,
sure of your actions.
Yeah.
Of your abilities.
But I think in that situation where if you're stressed to talk to public. You have to ask yourself one thing. What are you doing in front of that public? If you're making a speech, let's say, and it's a speech that you don't know nothing about, stop talking. Don't even go out there. Do you know what I mean? Because there's no point you not being confident, then you go out there, talk nothing, talk rubbish for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. People were not going to listen to you. You don't know what you're talking about. You're going to get judged. You're going to get commented on. They will boo you off the scene.
Yeah.
And then your confidence will, from zero, go to minus.
But I think this is one of the most beautiful positions you can be put at.
Oh yeah, you learn a lot.
Only if you can process it very well.
Oh yeah,
because look, all the things you mentioned, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're stepping out.
Mm-hmm.
You're stressing,
Mm-hmm.
anxiety. You're going to be judged.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all the things
you're
getting at one moment, right?
It is a character development.
Huge for personal growth.
Yeah,
which we're talking about.
Yeah, for personal growth, it's massive.
I think if you can manage that, expose yourself to fears.
But
like
I think you should know what you're talking about, even if you're not confident in yourself.
Yeah.
Educate yourself on the topic.
Of course, you have to. Don't be unprepared.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And this is the point. If you're prepared for anything and you're not confident, do it anyways.
Do it.
Because that will rise you above anyone else. And people will appreciate it later on.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't know what you're talking about, sit back, go back, read it through, educate yourself on the topic, and or just choose the topics that you're strong in. Everyone's got their own strong topics.
Yes.
But if you are in position to go out of your comfort zone, go out of it. Because it will make you more comfortable for any other experiences.
Yeah, and I think everyone should, right?
Yeah.
You should, if you really want to strive for personal growth, putting yourself in the most uncomfortable positions you can think of, is good. But also, it's like going back to the success sort of thing that we spoke about, right? Make sure that these uncomfortable positions you're putting yourself out to are also the positions you would like to do, right? Let's take public speaking as an example again.
Yeah.
If we know that public speaking is stressful, right?
Yeah.
You require quite a lot of confidence in order to do it. But if public speaking is something you really generally don't care about, there might not be much point in it. But if you do want to be a public speaker at some point, right? Or be a face of something, do those things. These things will get you closer. If you really want to be successful, sometimes you have to work on your personal growth. Yeah. And that is exposing yourself to stressful and just embarrassing situations that are within the line of your success.
And repeat it.
Yes.
And repeat
over and over to the point where your confidence is so high, where you just believe in your ability to perform it.
There is a quote, right, that we are what we repeatedly do, and then excellence doesn't become like an act, but it becomes a habit. Yeah. So you become excellent as a habit. Your day-to-day activities will be to the top standard as a habit of yours, like you have with, for example, I'll say timekeeping, because you're usually on time, and same as your pre-planning. You probably didn't start 4 years ago or 3 years ago, whatever. Oh no! So well organized.
You fail over and over and over again.
But because you do it all the time, because you have to, it becomes second nature. Right, exactly. And you strive for this excellence where you have your own clients. You're going to be there. They might not be, but you will. When you have your other duties, like at home, at your other projects, this even, right? You will pre-plan yourself 20 minutes, even setting these mics, 2 days ago, just to check in before this day. You will set aside these 20 minutes because it will be your habit that you have to. And then when your whole day is organized, 10 p.m. I'll hit the bed so I can go gym at 6 a.m., which is stupid. But whatever.
You know what it is? It's like, why do you usually tend to do? I kind of, the reason I like planning is because when I lay down my day on a paper, on a screen, it's only then that I can see how much free time I have. Yeah. And it's only then when I plan everything.
I never thought about that.
It's only then when I put all my things down, I look at it and I'm like, oh, I've got time here. And then I always have let's say 3 hours of my free own time. Okay. But I put that in and I'm like, look how much free time I have. And the reason I put these mics here, because I had a little bit of time, I'm like, what can I do? Yeah. To push me forward. Right? And I was like, oh, I need to get these mics. Then I was like, oh, I need to do something else. And then I think about all these ideas that are somehow productive or beneficial for me, provide me some personal growth, right? And I fill it in. So for me, putting my diary, setting up my diary is the only way that allows me to visualize how much free time I actually have.
People do the same with bills, for example. They put down a list of bills to see how much free money they have. Yeah. And you do the same, but with time, which is very smart. I never thought about it because I'm usually like, okay, do you know what? I'll just skip it. And then I got free time anyways. Boom. I've just made myself some free time. It's definitely a good mindset to have. But because you've done it so many times, you're now excellent at it. Yeah. You got 20 minutes spare. For some that could be stressful life.
Of course.
And it's not great for everyone's personal growth, as we're talking about. Yeah. Because if you start pre-planning a lot of things, you have to have this mental stability of there could be failures in the day.
It's very easy to disrespect yourself.
Yes.
Right? And to lay yourself down.
Yeah, and a lot of people might have a problem where you're going from A to Z. If M or N collapses, what's with the other letters now?
Yeah.
You can easily get disturbed throughout a day.
Yeah.
And if something's not there because traffic, you didn't expect that traffic. Oh shit. You know.
But I think that's why you need to remind yourself you are a human.
Yeah.
Right? And I think if you're not a robot, right? If you're a robot where you plan everything.
Yeah.
Right? And you have to get it done as it is, that's not good. You need to be responsible because life is not that way. Life never goes to plan. There's always going to be things that will be delayed or things that will not work out or you just won't feel good. All these things. So I think being very responsive with your decision making is the best way to go. You set up a framework for what you want to do, how you want to get it done. And then when it comes to it, sometimes you might switch things around, do it in a different order, move things to a different day. Because things will come, opportunities arise on that day. And you have to respond with it. So I think it requires some sort of ability for you to manage it.
And I think for personal growth as well, the one advice I would be able to give, not even people out there, not even you, but like myself from the past, let's say, is not to be harsh on yourself. Be disciplined, but don't be harsh. Because a lot of people are very harsh on themselves at the start, and that makes them not want to do it. You know, you got to be disciplined. You have your schedule, stick to it. You have your duties, do them. By discipline, you will achieve what you want in your personal growth, either it's personal or work or any growth, really. But don't be harsh on yourself. If you fail, do it again. Do it tomorrow. Do it in a minute. But just don't blame yourself for the outside sources. You know, traffic is not your fault. You needed to help a friend. You know, you don't want to neglect them. It's not your fault.
Reflect on it.
Exactly.
Let's use traffic as an example, right? If you're going to work, you got your schedule, you go there and this traffic comes up. Reflect, right? Don't just beat yourself up, right?
Yeah.
Just be like, okay, listen, next time I both should check the traffic, right? Same with if the friends call you, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I haven't seen my friends in a very long time, right?
Yeah.
Like, I want to get these things done. They're like very important, but you know, I value my friends a little bit more. You know, maybe I can move these things around to see my friends. You know, so
no, that's fair. That's fair. So
it's, be responsive.
Yeah. So I'll ask you one question then. I know you sometime now. I remember you in college. I remember you a little bit before college. I remember you after college, right? Your personal growth has skyrocketed at one point.
Yeah.
Because it went from like busy, just study.
Yeah.
To all of a sudden we didn't talk for a year and you're apparently a businessman and stuff like this. I'm like, what's going on, right? One advice. From your own experience, not from internet, not from Google, your own experience, you've done it yourself. One advice that changed something in your personal growth for the better. I want to answer for that question as well later on.
One thing that changed, I think, being very, very true to yourself.
Okay.
Right? And I've done this activity where, you know, when I first became busy, right? It was all mostly like social media, other inspiration, other influence, right? People, you know, I was trying to be successful. So I was listening to a lot of successful people to see what they have to say. And I was going with their word, right? But then one day I sat down and I just noted down, what character do I actually want to be? Right? And I just put these things down, right?
That's good.
And before, when I haven't seen my friends for like a little bit of chunk, is because I was like, oh, just work hard. To the point where I realized I'm a very family and friendship driven character.
Okay.
Right? And I was losing that value. Then I was like, I need that value to be successful. Right? So for me, it was just break down, who do you really want to be? Right? And just strive for it. Right? Reflect. Don't let just others influence it.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a good advice. Good advice. Cool.
Right. We've got one more topic, right?
No.
Or do you want to complete something else?
I'm going to complete one more thing for my personal growth.
Yes.
There was one major factor in my personal growth. You might disagree with me, but I'm telling you this right now openly, live on camera.
Yes. I'm
Sex.
listening. Okay.
Sex.
Elaborate.
Do you know confidence?
Yes.
When you have sex, you must have confidence. How many times have you had sex and you had no confidence in yourself?
Doesn't really exist, right?
Well, exactly. because you're confident.
Yeah.
How many times have you...
Well, of course not. Well, like, when you're young...
Yeah, no, I always had confidence.
Sorry. From the day one, eh?
No, sorry, from day one, I was actually scared.
Yeah.
But after day one, I was like, yo, I can do it. Now I know. And I think sex builds a man to be a man.
Definitely.
And that gave me a personal growth. I think it's very important in my storyline. I think if I didn't have sex, I wouldn't be who I am today. I'm a confident person. And if I know I can be confident both physically, both mentally around people and intimately,
yeah,
I'm a fulfilled person.
I think I like what you're saying because it's as a human being, you have some fundamental needs in life.
Yes.
Right? And one of it is not necessarily sex, but it's just relationship.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yes. So I think because...
No, I agree. I was just joking with that face. Yeah, I agree.
Because you've got a nice, stable relationship that just makes you feel more complete.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it just allows you to function better.
Of course. And as we spoke about success and personal growth, I think they both are like when they both go top, like when you reach success and when your personal growth goes up, you enter a state of happiness. You enter a state of happiness. And I've not once have yet spoke to a man that said he was sad after sex.
I have, but
let that be a topic for another episode.
Let it be, right?
Let it be. But
yeah,
I'll be on like episode 10 special.
Yeah,
But nicely you've added a relationship because our third topic is relationships. And we can talk relationships for a long time. We can talk about family.
Well,
we can talk about friends.
Yeah.
Partners. Relationships at work. Relationship outside of work. There's a lot of relationships.
All right.
Kick-started then. What relationships?
What relationships?
What is a relationship?
I mean, yeah, the good question, right? Like when I look at relationships, for me, the most important relationships are mostly my family and friends, right? I don't necessarily look at relationships directly as boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay.
Right? Because I think that's important.
Yeah.
Right? But I think there's nothing that makes me more happy when I can, when we gather around with all the boys, right? Like they're family now, right?
Yeah.
All my friends are family. And I think there's nothing more special for me when we can sit down, we can go to my parents' house, we sit down, we have a little barbecue. I'm
sorry to disturb you then. So with regards to girlfriend, boyfriends,
yeah,
would you call it more than partnership rather than relationship?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. We can talk about it.
We'll go there. We'll go there.
But yeah, I think, with relationship, like for me, nothing else is more special than me sitting in a group of people where I look at them and I feel warm.
Yeah.
I know I love you, I love him, I love her, everyone, right? We're sharing the moment together. My family's around. Yeah. Right? That's the most special thing.
And it's important to have these feelings.
It's important to have these people in your life because at the end of the day, like we know this with our friendship group, right? Where every person is almost superior when it comes to different topics.
Oh yeah.
Right? So I think if you have like a very well-rounded group of friends and family, you have always people to talk to, always people to help you, right? It makes your life so much easier. It makes your life so much more fuller. And if you're someone that doesn't have any of that, because I know a lot of people where they don't have any of that, but they do have a boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, right? And that's good. But sometimes I feel like you can feel quite locked in and not understood because you don't have all these other people to get to reach out to, right? And I'm not saying that this one is better or the other one. Ideally, friends, family, and it's a healthy personal relationship.
And you have to have a healthy circle, and healthy is a bit of a different meaning to any other circles, because if anyone would see our circle of friends, absolutely would call it 100% unhealthy.
Yes.
And we are on paper we are absolutely unhealthy circle of friends.
Yes.
But it's so unhealthy that it's healthy for us.
Yes, because
we talk about it as well.
A lot of people, because we like to, play fight a lot, right? Yeah. We like to call each other names.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is, for others, it seems like an insult.
Mm-hmm.
But for us, we've all been friends for years, right?
Yeah.
10 plus, 15 plus years.
Exactly.
And we know each other's limits, barriers so well to the point where we know when we are crossing it, when we're not.
Yeah.
And we can switch so quickly from being immature to being super mature and standing behind each other's back. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's...
the loyalty factor in our group is crazy, right?
Yeah, huge. Because people can see us messing around, right? And they're like, oh, idiots, right?
Yeah.
And they join in because they feel like, oh, that's normal, right?
Oh.
But that's not.
Game
you don't
over.
join in because
No,
if you join in, you're not part of the family.
No, yeah. Exactly.
Done.
And I think this is what I wanted to add just a minute ago. I think a lot of people, when they think in relationship, they're thinking love.
Yes.
When they think in relationship, they're thinking obviously family, friends. When they think in relationship, they're thinking partners, maybe understanding. And for me, relationships equals loyalty.
Yes, definitely.
Respect, I would put on a second place because it's very important.
Very important. Trust is a big one as well.
Trust is, but trust, of course. Trust comes, to be fair, it's on par with loyalty for me. Because if you don't trust your close ones, then you can't trust yourself. Because you chose them yourself and you can't trust them.
That's the thing, yeah.
If they're not loyal to you, you can't be loyal to them. And you chose these people to be around you. And there is a quote saying that tell me who you hang out with, and I'll tell you who you are, right? And it's a quote I've heard this morning, right, from a friend of mine, and it's so true. Like, not necessarily always. Sometimes you have friends groups that they use so many individuals are so different. But if you saw us together, like our friendship group, if all 5 of us are together, each and every single person is as stupid as another.
Yeah.
We're all equally idiots. And you could look at one and we all will match this energy. But rightly you say, if someone comes in and they will be like, and they will try to join us, we will basically attack that one person, We'll all defend each other. And the beauty of things in our group is, for example, when we type on Snapchat or something.
The group chat is crazy.
The group chat is it's a war zone, do you know what I mean? And very standard offense to one another, let's say, your mum, say, right? I can say it to a friend of mine, your mum, and then I'll come to his house, and if I see his mum, I'll give her a hug. Yeah. We never mean it.
No.
I mean to entertain.
Yes.
I mean to play fight.
Yes.
But we are as strong as individuals and even stronger as a group.
Yeah.
So this is it's an important relationship. So every relationship, if you can maintain it healthy and it's loyal, it's a good relationship. Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's go more into because family is the same. You know, every obviously with everyone's got different families. But most of the time, not always, but most of the time, the family's got the same kind of morals.
Yes.
Where family is family, blood is blood. Friends, depending on how long you've been friends together, you kind of become this family that you choose.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So they become sometimes even more important than normal family because it's your choices. Right? Let's squeeze back the topic of partners.
Okay.
Partnership. So girlfriend, boyfriend. So girlfriend, boyfriend. Is that relationship or partnership for you?
I guess it goes both ways. Because I can, like, when you use those two words, I can almost visualize 2 different types of relationships.
Yeah.
Like I see the relationships almost like feels to me very similar to the friendships we described. Yeah. Full of love, full of color, full of like just connection, right?
Yeah.
And a partnership feels quite more disconnected.
Yeah.
As in like...
emotionally.
Yeah, you are together, but you're not.
Yeah.
You're just for the sake of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And talking about partnerships, I have a feeling like a lot of people live a partnership relationship.
Yeah.
And not a true relationship.
Yeah. And it's usually like you can spot it when the topics get a little bit iffy. When the topic of money comes in, all of a sudden it ain't just love. When topics come like one or the other person's family. Their love ain't the same no more because one family didn't accept. And when you're in a relationship, you would stand your ground for them.
Yeah.
But this is I'll just pop it into the topic, right? For me, best relationships are with people that dislike you. If you got haters in real life, not like online haters, but if you got people that actually don't like you, I respect these people because they will always honest with me. If you don't like me in like face-to-face environment, I know whatever I do, whatever I don't do, that person still dislikes me. Their intentions are clear as the sky. It's out there, you know. It's just truth. You would even say that you can trust these people because you trust them that they don't like you.
Yeah,
that their loyalty is there. And then people that are your closest friends, they will turn around from you in the moment of success.
Yeah.
If they don't, they might feel separated by your own individual success. They won't be part of your life no more. And people that dislike you, they never liked you anyways. They'll be like, yeah, I want you to fail. People that dislike us, they'll be like, these idiots are recording some stupid talking, sharp talk in your bedroom.
Yeah.
And that's cool because I expect them to say it, you know. But then that loyalty you expect from your friends, you might not even get it.
No.
You know, I'm not talking about us because again, with our friends group, you know, they'll probably call us idiots, and then they'll be sharing the video.
Yeah.
But with like others, their friends all of a sudden turn their backs.
Yeah.
So it's you know, that's kind of best relationships for me. But going back to girlfriend boyfriend, right? Girlfriend boyfriend.
Stock.
Partnership, relationship, whatever you want to call. Modern relationships. Modern partnerships, if you want to call it that. They are so much different to what even I grew up as values.
Yeah.
You know, I look at my parents, I look at my, let's say, grandparents, aunties, uncles, whatever, and you can see so much different than what is going on now.
A bit more real, right?
100% real.
Yeah.
And I'm going to kick start off with one topic about it. Modern relationships, when it's a good relationship, they argue over texts.
Okay.
But they don't necessarily argue the same face to face. Right?
Yeah.
Why? We've got so much courage on the text. We're so cocky on the text, you know, because we don't see that person. 50 years ago, you had no chance, you know. You leave this house during an argument. What if you don't come back? What if something happens, a car hit you? What if you get a heart attack? You will not come back to this household, and these two people will forever be in this sadness and sorrow because like their loved one departed from this world in argument, you know.
Yeah.
And now because we got these text messages, because it's the kind of we talk too much to our relationships, and we become. I did that. I'm not going to be the angel. Right? I've done that. You know, with girlfriends in the past, I would have been like. I see him in face to face. I'll be like, I love you, baby, bye. Right? 20 minutes later, I'm like, nah, she actually pissed me off, you know. Nah, pull out my phone. I'm like, listen, yeah. I know you think I'm cheating, but I ain't, yeah. And you know, you start this argument.
Yeah.
And you can't even make a proper argument over text. They don't understand your tone. They don't really understand what you mean. But modern relationships just argue over.
But that's the power that text gives you, right? Because the thing with it, how often did you find yourself when you write an argument on text? You write it, you delete it, right?
Yeah.
You write it, you change it.
Yeah.
Like the text gives you the power to think. And what happens now, you're not truly yourself, right? You're almost like you're thinking like, what should I say? Right? What should I write? Or what should I be thinking? How should I be acting, right?
You half swipe on Snapchat just to see the response and give yourself more time.
Yeah. So whereas in face-to-face, more uncomfortable, you're speaking from your heart. Yeah. Right? What you're actually thinking in a moment.
Exactly.
And
you can't take it back now.
No.
What once said is said. And But I also think when you're in front of someone you actually love, I'm talking real relationship. I'm not talking some childish bullshit or you're 25 and you still want to fuck about. I'm talking about, we have to blur my swearing though for YouTube. Anyways, so this childish things, right? If you love person, you're not gonna be mean to them. You want to, even if you have an argument, you want to come to conclusion.
Of course.
You want to
debate,
end the argument.
discuss.
Yeah.
You don't argue.
Both feelings get involved. Over text, there's no feelings.
No.
I'm just on gunning. I'm like, go on. Say something back. I got a couple more screenshots on. Girlfriends collect these like screenshots of texts from 7 years ago.
But you know what's so bad? It's like in a real life conversation, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say you make a point. I can stop you.
Yeah, you can.
On a message, you receive a huge paragraph.
Oh my days!
Right?
You got to read
There's no interrupting.
No. You got to read it.
So I think the nature of how the conversation should be dealt with is being taken away by the message.
Yeah.
And it definitely doesn't make the relationships any better.
No.
It lets you think too much, lets you process too much, lets you pre-plan. It's just not a great option.
Yeah. No, 100%. 100%. I think media at the moment, I think the social media, they're just messaging, technology. I think it ruins a lot of relationships. You're not more, this is the thing I said about sex. You're not intimate, over text. Imagine you're not seeing now your partner for 3-4 days.
Yeah.
And you argue today. You can make up at the end of the day, right? You're like, all right, listen, actually, my bad. I apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Whatever. We shouldn't argue. I love you, babe. 77 hearts. Yeah. And he's like, oh yeah, I love you too, babe. XXXXXX. I miss you now. I want to hug. Whatever. Yeah?
But how easy is it to say those things?
Yeah, exactly. It has nothing.
No emotion, right?
No emotion. I might be there like, oh yeah, this flipping B word, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love you, babe.
It's like you wouldn't to a real person, right? You wouldn't just be doing. I already thought about it.
I was thinking about it too now. But how long was that then? Yeah, it's good though.